It's time for Fan Friday! For those of you that may be new to this channel, this is Memphis, that is Oakley, this is Shelby, my name's Jess, and today is Fan Friday! Today is the day where we answer questions submitted by you guys, the fans. All you have to do to submit a question is leave a comment down below using the hashtag AskGTTSD, and next time around we just might select and answer one of your questions. Alright you guys, let's get to this week's questions. Janelle Wolves says, I have often wondered how your dogs always look like they've just been bathed, even though you say you only bathe them once or twice a year. Well, part of the reason for that is we do try to groom them quite often, and by groom them we either brush them or we use a high velocity blower to blow out their coats. Blowing out their coats actually works a lot like bathing, because not only does it blow out all of that loose fur, it also blows out a lot of the dander, and it blows out a lot of dirt that's hiding close to their fur. Like you see how Shelby's laying in the sand right now? Of course she's going to be picking up some of this sand. When we blow out her coat, it will, loosen a lot of that dirt. So yeah, the blower really helps to keep them looking nice and smooth, keeps their coats healthy. So between blowing and brushing, that's pretty much how they always look like this. And I probably blow out their coats every 2 weeks. I usually do it when they're blowing coat, like when they're shedding really, really bad. I do it every couple of days until they're not shedding so bad. And then besides that, it's about once every 2 weeks. I'll probably blow out their coat for about 10 to 15 minutes just to keep it nice and healthy. And as for which blower we use, I will put a link to the blower down in the video description below. Yu Fang says, how did you manage to get Oakley's paw print? She doesn't like it when anybody touches her paws. For those of you that may not know, we have a new poster out that is actually signed and autographed by the dogs. We took their paws and we made prints of them, and then we had those prints turned into stamps so that we could stamp the posters. And you are correct, Oakley is not a fan of having her paws touched. How did we get her to do it? We actually used, it was like they use it for babies when they stamp babies' hands and feet. Instead of putting ink on it, you kind of just press onto it. So what we actually did with Oakley is we just set 2 of those on the floor, and when she walked into the house, we tried to guide her to walk over them. It took 2 tries, but we managed to get it done. So her paw print is actually just a good print of her stepping on one of those ink mats, and it made her paw print. The other dogs let us touch their paws, so we didn't have a problem with them. But that's actually how we did Oakley's paw print. And there are still some of those posters left. They are limited in quantities. If you guys want to get one, again, links down in the video description below for the limited autographed and signed posters. You're just looking all cute, aren't you? Leah Hosner says, has Shelby always not wanted to eat, or did that just start out of the blue? I have a Husky and he just turned 5 and he recently started to not wanting to eat. I took him to the vet right away and his health checked out perfect. I think he may just be becoming picky. I don't know if it's that they're picky or that they're bored. With Shelby, I 100% think it's a game. Shelby has realized if she doesn't eat, we're going to put something on her food. Sometimes Jamie can literally just stick a spoon in her food and stir it around and she'll eat. So for Shelby, it's more of a diva thing. It's more of a trained behavior, I think. She's just learned that we will do something special to her food if she doesn't want to eat. For some dogs, it's a boredom thing. They get bored with their food, and I was actually just talking about this in one of our vlogs. Doing food rotation with your dogs is actually a good idea. If you feed your dog a high quality dog food, doing food rotation actually is a good thing. It's not going to hurt them. You can usually switch a high quality dog food to a similar high quality dog food without issue. Our dogs right now are on a rotation of Dr. Tim's RPM. They also get Wellness Core grain-free. You are getting all dirty. And the other one they get is Nature's Recipe Salmon grain-free. And that's just one more that we put in the rotation every once in a while. So those are actually the 3 foods. Oh, bless you. That put a bunch of dirt in your face. Right in your face. That's your tail, honey. What are you doing? So anyway, those are the 3 foods that we actually do in rotation. Like usually we'll go through 2 bags of Dr. Tim's, and then we'll do a bag of the Wellness Core, and then we'll go back to the Dr. Tim's, and then we'll do a bag of the Nature's Recipe. So I kind of have, oh, Shelby. What are you doing? What are you doing? So we kind of have this food rotation that we do with our dogs, and it helps them to not be bored with food. Of course, with Shelby, it doesn't matter. She still wants to be spoiled, and that's okay. We'll let her. She's our dog. We'll spoil her. Charlene says, I know this is a very personal question, but I want to know, how do you deal with it? Because I lost my dog 4 years ago. How do you feel when somebody asks you or reminds you about Shiloh? Okay, so as most of you know, when we started this channel, we had 2 dogs. We had Shelby and we had Shiloh, who passed away in January of 2013. And it gets brought up all the time. I read all of you guys' comments, even if I don't respond to everybody. I always read your comments, and there are a lot of people that don't know who Shiloh was, that ask about Shiloh. How do I feel? You know, I go through the emotions just like anybody else. Sometimes I'm super happy to talk about it. Sometimes it just makes me sad. It's just one of those things. I think it's perfectly normal for people to have waves of different emotions when talking about a pet, a loved one, anybody that passed away. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm always really glad that you guys still ask about her, because one, those of you that don't know about her can go and learn more about her by watching our old videos, and those of you that do know about her are remembering her, and by remembering her, her memory will live on forever, and she's still making people happy, which makes me happy. We miss her. There are days where Jamie and I still cry about her. We miss her a lot. But in general, when you guys ask about her, I never get mad. I know some people get mad with that. I don't get mad. Sometimes I get sad, but that's okay. It's perfectly normal to feel sad about things like that. Xylotic says, if my puppy is left in a kennel for 9 hours a day by itself on weekdays, what is the best way to potty train him? Well, for one, 9 hours a day for 5 days a week is way too long for a puppy to be left in a kennel. I would definitely see what you can do to stop that from happening. Maybe being able to go home on your lunch break. Maybe having a family member go home during the middle of the day and let your puppy out. Maybe hiring a puppy sitter to do that, because that is a long time for a young puppy to be in a kennel. As for potty training, I will put a link up in the cards to the playlist of our potty training and crate training videos. Hopefully those will help you out. We got some mail. We got some mail. Let's open it up. Did you like that? Zach is saying 2, Memphis. This one says, I'm super late, but this is a birthday present for Miss Oakley. Look at that giant oh, you got him too. That's like a life-size raccoon for you there. That life-size. Okay, there she goes. You can fit him in there. Life-size raccoon for Oakley. And then there's some treats and this cute little birthday present thing. Oakley, look. It sings. You do like singing toys, don't you? I like anything that makes noise. So it's like, I got 2 presents, guys. I'm hiding both of these. And that raccoon is also to Oakley from Claudia. She does love her raccoon toys. This one was also from Claudia for Oakley's birthday. These are Oakley's favorite treats ever. The Vita Essentials little freeze-dried minnows. Those are her favorite. Another late happy birthday to Oakley from Erica. This was for Oakley from Fiona. We got a letter from Sage, and Sage wants to know why Shelby doesn't like green beans. I don't know, but Shelby has never liked green beans. And we got this postcard from Katie, and she wanted us to tell Ellie, I think it said, happy birthday, and wanted to know which one of our dogs we think we are most like. Gosh, I have no idea. I really don't know the answer to that. Our dogs have such unique personalities, kind of just like Jamie and I do. I think we're all different in our own ways. Here's a happy birthday to Oakley from Christine. The card moves so it won't focus on the card. This letter's from Alex, Daisy, and Denise. Thank you, Cool Kitty 1D1, for your letter. Maybe it's just me, but I don't see anywhere where it says who this is from. But it's awesome. These drawings are from Lily. And then we got a letter, some bracelets, and a letter from Victoria. Alright, you guys, that's all we have for Fan Friday today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you missed it, on Monday we put up a video of Oakley doing her insane, crazy couch zoomies. And then on Wednesday, we put up a husky puppy video where we transported some husky puppies for the Harry Houdini Siberian Husky Rescue. So if you didn't see either of those, you should definitely go check those out. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that bell to turn on all notifications so you can always be notified of our new videos. Like this video and share it with your friends to help us continue to grow the audience. As always, you guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, stay positive, dream big, and we will see you again on Monday. And Monday should be another treat video, but I'm not sure what we're making as of yet. Thanks for laying in the sand and get yourself all dirty, Shelby. We're gonna have to blow your coat out before we go inside. Alright, you guys, have a good day. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, stay positive, dream big, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye!
Come join us for a new adventure. Lots of fun, lots of wars. Won't you come into our